first mountain bike ride at Mohican of 2023. We are riding the Intense Sniper, and this is kind of a semi-custom edition. Most similar to the Sniper T, because I'm running a 120mm fork, but I chose the Sniper XC because I like the components on that, and I just changed the suspension. So we're gonna ride a lap and just see how it does. And this is my first real mountain bike ride of 2023. So here we go. Super smooth. Got the new RockShox SID ultimate fork and rear shock. And on the rear, this bike has about 115mm of travel right now with the way I have it set up. And then 120mm fork. Climbs super good. My legs, on the other hand, are not gonna climb super good. But that's not the bike's fault. So much traction. There's gonna be a lot of heavy breathing. Whew. Oh yeah, this thing feels awesome. I'm gonna ease into it a little more. Got some hero dirt today. Super good traction on the trail. Couple wet spots here and there, but it's early March, so can't complain. So initial impression on this bike. This is really the first time I've ridden this bike, and initial impression is really awesome bike for Mohican. We'll see how it does when we get to point it downhill soon. But climbing up the first mile here feels nice and efficient. No lockout needed. Rear suspension is staying nice and active, but pedal's great. And I will say that it does take some work to get your suspension dialed in. So I added a volume spacer to the rear shock, and that's really helping it. Man, this thing corners awesome. Can't believe this is my first mountain bike ride of the year. Yeah, I'm out of shape. Good night. Man, it's beautiful out today. A little cold, but above freezing. Haven't even thought about trying to reach for a lockout. The bike is really dialed. Super light, 24 pounds with pedals in a bottle cage. And that's what's not really a crazy build. Oh man, that was so good. Just goes over that. So coming from the Epic, comparing to this bike, what's the difference? First of all, rear end more active on this bike, at the expense of a little efficiency, maybe. That's hard to tell because I'm out of shape. But for like real mountain biking, this thing feels more in line with like an Epic Evo. but more efficient than the Epic Evo platform. Already regretting the jacket. Whew. We're gonna take a stupid line up here, see how it goes. All right, so that's most of the first mile, all climbing. All right, time for the dumb line. Oh, nice drop. Felt fine. The only thing, I didn't go crazy off that drop because there was a big old log stick kind of thing in the way, so the landing wasn't clear, so I didn't go hard off that drop, but it's about a 3-foot drop and the bike didn't flinch. Nice little jump. This bike's poppy and playful. It's like a good mountain bike should be. Garden here, no problem. This is an area where it got hit really hard with the tornado. So all these trees down were not down last year at this time, but tornado ripped through this valley and did some major damage throughout the park and elsewhere. There's mile 2 and a little bit more mud right here. So I guess right after mile 2 mark is the muddiest spot, and this isn't too bad. Whee! Sweet. Got the seat and just go. Oh yeah, so good. So controlled, so good. Never even wanted to touch my brakes on that section. Just bike ate it all up. Now today there's lots of grip, so tire choice doesn't really matter that much. But with a little bit of mud, notice these ground controls just cleaned out. Super good. I only have my dropper down right now. Just letting the bike run. You could run this bike without the dropper because the seat tube isn't crazy steep like some of the new progressive bikes. So if you don't like droppers, you want the weight savings, just carbon post in there. Still don't have that dropper down. Whew. About packed up the front wheel there. But again, first ride of the year, so not super smooth. There we go. Through the roughest part of the trail today. It's low now. Hopping over all those little drops and roots, no problem. This bike has enough pop in it that you can kind of preload that suspension and go right over it. There we go. Okay, setting up for that punchy little climb. Really loose today. No problem so far. No problem. No problem. One of the easiest times I've ridden up that. I'd say 99% of the trail is perfect. More storm damage here. Oh, nice. Oh, that was a good jump. That's just a bump off those roots. But this bike got up in the air real nice. Felt really good landing too. And stress, this is like my first ride on this bike and already feels so good. So I think it's a really good fitting bike if you're coming off of a similar XC bike. Oh baby, that was rough. I think I'm getting some water bottle noise. I think we'll be putting a Z cage on. Oh, baby. Woo! Almost forgot what it was like to ride in the woods. Well, my short loop lap time kind of meaningless, but getting a feel for the bike. It's been really good. All right, so we're back in the shop after our initial ride on the Intense Sniper XC / Sniper T. I want to just do a quick summary of some of the changes I made to the bike right out of the box and just wrap up the initial ride. So as I mentioned in the video, I got the Sniper XC and then I kind of converted it over to a Sniper T somewhat. So I put a SID Ultimate 120 fork and a SIDLuxe rear shock on there. So it bumped the front travel to 120 and then about 115 on the rear shock. And with this bike, you can adapt the rear travel with different shock stroke lengths. So that's what I did with this bike. So I loved riding this bike. It has all of the essentials I'm looking for with a great cross-country / down-country bike. I mentioned in the video that it's really playful and it just has a very active feel to it while feeling very firm while pedaling. So Intense did a great job with this bike. We're a retailer for Intense now, and I'm happy to show you this bike and show you some of our other options available from them. And be on the lookout for a Intense demo coming on March 25th here at the bike shop. So thanks for watching this video, and we hope to see you out on the trails.